Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking. This is the part 2 of this tutorial. If you haven't watched the part 1 of the tutorial, kindly check the comment section or the description box below for the link for part 1. Let's get straight to the sewing part. So guys, for the part 1 we ended here, so we are going to continue from here. So just as we cut the linings for both the front parts and the back parts of the top parts of the jumpsuit, you are going to continue with the sewing. So I'm going to open the back parts up like this and then add my stiffener to it, and then add my stiffener to the overlapping side as well. So guys, this is how I applied my stiff to it. This is how I cut like 1 inch width, and then I did the same for that of the back part of it. So I'm going to open up the back part of the top like this, and then place my lining on it with the right side facing the right side of the lining. I mean where we don't have stiffener. So that's it. I'm going to take it to the same machine and then stitch it all around. Like I said, with the right side facing each other, I'll put them together and then take it to the same machine to join it with 1/2 inch all around like this. Okay, now I'll I'll bring out that of the front part, and then I'll make sure the right side of the fabric is facing the right side of the lining, just as I did for the back part, and then take it to the same machine to stitch it the size like this with 1/2 inch. I'll place them like this and then stitch or join it with 1/2 inch straight like this. I'll do the same for the other side as well. Okay guys, so this is it. This is how it came out after stitching it. So I'm going to notch the sides just as I'm doing. I'm going to notch the side. After that, I'm going to open up the seam like this and then flat iron it. So guys, this is how it came out. This is how the overlap or the front part looks like. So I'm going to put that aside and then come back to that of the back part of the top. Before I continue with the back part, I'm going to fold it back again and then cut open the back part to be able to sew the zipper line. Okay guys, so after I've cut open it, I'll take it to the sewing machine and then join the lining to the fabric with 1/2 inch like this. I'll do it for both sides of the back part of the top. So this is it after I stitch it with the sewing machine. So I'm going to turn it to the right side of it. With the help of my scissor, I'm going to be pinning out the edgy parts of the top. Okay, so after that, I'll go ahead and flat iron it. I'll do the same for the other side as well. Okay guys, so I'll place them on each other like this after I've flat ironed it, and then I'm going to be marking out the zipper line with the help of the front part of the top. So like this, I folded the overlap side of the top and then place it on top. So that's the overlap that we have. So I place it on top of it like this. I place the front part of it on the back part like this, just to get the zipper line. So after placing it on it, I'm going to use my chalk to mark out the zipper line. So this is my zipper line, like so. So I'm going to pin it down like this. So guys, that's it. So I'm going to be marking out that of my darts. I'm going to be marking out the darts. So starting from the zipper line that we have, I'm going to go in 4 inches. Starting from the zipper line, the line that we marked, I'm going to mark 4 inches all the way up. And then from the shoulder line, I'll come down 6 inches like this, and then extend the lines or the point together like this. Then I'm going to mark 1/2 inch on both sides like this, and then connect it to the starting point like so. I'll connect each side of the half we marked to the top point that we have. I'm going to repeat this. I'm going to do the same for the other side of the back part as well. So starting from the zipper line, I go in by 4 inches like this. Then I'll come down from the shoulder line 6 inches, and then I'll connect the point together. I'll extend the line like this, and then I'm going to mark 1/2 inch on both sides of the line like this, and then I'll connect each side of the 1/2 inch we marked to the top point or the starting point at the top like this. So this is the dart for the back part of the top. So that's it. I'm going to fold it like this with the center line in the middle like so, and then flat iron it, then pin it down. I'll do same for the other side as well. Hey guys, please subscribe to the channel if not yet subscribed to the channel. Like this video, share this video, and then leave a comment in the comment section if you have any question or you enjoyed this tutorial. Alright guys, so now that we've marked that our dart, I'm going to take it to the same machine and then stitch it down. Okay guys, so after stitching it down, I'm going to flat iron it, and then I'm going to make sure that the dart which is pointing towards which is on the left side, I'll make sure I iron it to the left side, and the one to the right side too, I'll iron it to the right side, just as I'm doing in the video. So that's it for the back part of the top for the jumpsuit. So I'm going to place that aside and then focus on that of the front part. So I'm going to open it up. So remember, that's our overlap line, as you can see. So that's the overlap line. I have, remember we added 6 inches, so that's what I have here now. So I'm going to turn it, before I turn it, I'm going to flat iron it to make sure I get the center point or the center of it. So that's it. This is the center. So I just place it on each other like this. I'll take it to the same machine and stitch it down like this to join it. Take to the same machine to stitch it down, join it. Now you can overlap it whichever way that you want. You can turn it to the other side, just as I've done now, or you place the left side on the top side. So whichever way you prefer, you do it that way. So I'm just pinning it down before I take to the same machine to stitch it down. Okay guys, now I'm going to be joining the shoulders as well. So I'm going to place the back part of the top on it like this, and then I'm going to make sure the lining, so both sides of the lining are together, and then both sides of the fabric are also together like this. And then I'll place both the linings under, or I'll fold it like this together with the fabric like this, and then I'll join them together. So as you can see, after putting them on one side, then you fold them together like this. I'll do same for the other side as well. I'll make sure the linings are together like this, and then I'll fold them like so, and then pin it down, before I take it to the sewing machine to join it with 1/2 inch. Okay guys, this is it after joining the shoulders and then the overlap. All right, so I'm going to pull out the shoulders to the right side of the fabric like so. Okay guys, so I'm just flat ironing it to make it neat before I mark out the size seam allowances before taking it to the same machine to stitch it down. Okay, now to start with, I'm going to place my measuring tape on the bust line like this. So I'm going to divide my bust measurement of my bust circumference by 2. And then whatever measurement that I have, this is what I've placed on, count the remainder that is on the fabric like so, and then divide the remainder by 2. So as you can see, I had 4 remainder, so I divided that by 2, so I had 2. So that means my size seam allowance is 2 inches, so that's what I'm marking. Now go down to my waistline and also divide that by 2, and then place my hand on wherever that I reach. Then I'll count the remainder that I have there. This is simple, please try and get it. So I had 6 as a remainder, so I'm going to divide the 6 by 2, so I have 3 inches for both sides of the top or the waist allowance. So after getting this, I'm going to connect that or extend the lines to join that of the bust allowance that we have. So this is it. Okay guys, so after I've connected the lines together, I'm going to pin them down. Then take it to the same machine to stitch down the side seam allowance. So guys, this is it after I took it to the same machine to stitch down the side seam allowance. So now I'm turning to the right side of it. I'm turning to the right side of the top. So this is it. So that's the overlap that we have over there. I'm just measuring the waistline to make sure it is accurate. So that's it. You're going to move to that of the sleeve. So for the sleeve, our client wanted a mini or a small puff for the sleeve, so that's what we are going to make. I'm using a satin for the sleeve, so I'm going to flat iron it to make it neat before we cut out the sleeve. Okay guys, so the round sleeve is 13 inches, so divided by 2 gives us 6.5 inches. So I added about 3 inches allowance or 2.5 allowance to it. So that's it. So I folded 9 inches like this. I folded 9 inches, so I'm going to flat iron it. Because of the mini balloon, we need more space, so 1 inch will be for the seam allowance, and then the 1.5 would be included to the sleeve, to the round sleeve, so that we'll be able to put in the elastic. Now the sleeve length is 8 inches, so I added 3 inches for the folding at the down and then we'll be making gathers at the top part of the sleeve. So I'm marking 10 inches for the sleeve length. So that's it. So after that, I'll cut that out and then cut the same piece again. Okay guys, so now for the round sleeve, like I said, it is 13 inches, so that divided by 2 gives us 6.5. So I added 2.5 inches to it for the easiness, or for the elastic band that we are going to be adding to it. Now for the armhole on the sleeve, I came down by 3 inches. That's my cap height. So that's what I'm using to get my armhole curve, like so. Before then, I measured my armhole curve on the top, and then added 2 inches extra allowance to it before I marked that out. So that is it. I was just showing the lady over there how I'm just doing it. So that's it. That's the armhole. So I had about 9 inches, so that's exactly what I have. I'm going to connect it to the side seam like this, and then cut it out. Because this is satin, it's quite slippery, so I kind of have the down part shortened, so that's why I started from the I started upwards. I hope I'm making sense. So I'm going to use the first part of it to cut the other sleeve as well. So that's it. After that, I'm going to fold up like this, remember, and then fold down 1 inch like this, and then flat iron it to get the loop that we are going to be passing our elastic band through it. So I'm going to do the same for the other side of the sleeve as well. Hey guys, please click on the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed to the channel. Like this video, share this video to your friends and family, and then leave a heart in the comment section if you enjoyed this tutorial. So then take to the same machine to stitch it down like this. I'll take it to the machine to stitch it down. So that's it. So I've brought out my elastic band like this. I'm going to measure 11 inches, which is I deducted 2 inches from the round sleeve. I deducted 2 inches from the round sleeve, so I have 11. I'm going to cut 2 pieces of it for both sides of the sleeve. So that's it. So guys, I passed the elastic band through the loop with the help of a safety pin. So that's it. I'm going to pin it down after passing the elastic band through, the elastic band through the loop. So like this, I'm going to take it to the same machine and then stitch it down with 7.5 inches or 3/4 of an inch. Okay guys, so I'm sorry I lost the clip on how I place how I join the sleeve to the top. So that's it for the top. Now let's come down to that of the trouser part. Now this is the front part of the trouser. I'm taking it to the same machine to join the front part with 1/4 inch. So just as you can see, I've done that. I'm going to open it up like this, and then I'm going to attach the pocket to it. So the pocket is 12 inches long and then 6 inches wide. So I'm going up 2 inches like this to give it a shape. So I kept it to the center or the folded side of the pocket. So I'm going to trim that out. I'm just shaping it out. That's the only thing that I'm doing here for the pocket. So that's it. I'm going to open up the pocket and then place them on each other with the right side facing each other like so. I place them on each other with the right side facing each other. Then I place the front part of the trouser on it like this to cut out the pocket side of on the pocket. I hope I'm making sense. So that's it. So I'm going to open up the front part of the trouser like this. Before then, I'm going to open up the seam at the front. I'm going to open up the seam at the front, which is like this, and then flat iron it like so. Then I'm going to cut small pieces of a stiffener and then apply it on both sides of the pocket on the trouser before I attach the main pocket to it. Hi guys, please subscribe if not yet subscribed to the channel. Like this video, share this video to your friends and family, and then leave a heart if you enjoyed this tutorial or you have a question for me in the comment section. So guys, after I've applied the stiffener to that of this pocket on the side of the trouser, I'm going to place the real pocket on it like this, the right side facing the right side of the trouser like so, and then pin it down, and then pick up the other side of the pocket as well and place it on the pocket on the trouser like this with a slanted side like this. Then pin it down with the right side of the pocket facing the right side of the pocket side on the trouser. I hope I'm making sense. Then I took it to the sewing machine to stitch it down with 1/2 inch. This is how it came out. I'm opening them up to flat iron it like this. Then I'll fold it in like this and also flat iron it. I'll do same for the other side as well. So guys, after I've flat ironed it, I'm going to fold the fold the pocket equally like this, and then for the other side also equally like this. Then I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and then join the down part of the pocket. You can use a sergio machine if you have one, or you can also use a knitting machine, like whatever makes you okay. So I'm just taking it to the same machine to stitch it down. So this is it. This is how it came out. This is how it came out after taking it to the same machine to stitch it down. So like this, I'm going to pin the top part of it and then stitch it down. I'm going to pin the top part of it to stitch it down to the to the trouser like this, and then flip the other side also in like so, and then pin the top part down. Then I'll stitch it down on the sewing machine to join it to the trouser. So basically this is it for the front part of it. So now let's get to the back part of the trouser. So to get to the waist, divide your waist measurement by 4, then add 1 inch seam allowance to it, and then connect it just as I've done. Connect it to that of the crotch depth, like so. So this is it after I took it to the sewing machine to stitch it down after connecting. So that's it for the back part of the trouser. Open up the crotch area, open up the seam like this, and then flat iron it like so. I hope you're following the step, because if you do, I'm sure you'll be able to make this. This is quite simple. So guys, so I just open it up like this. I'm going to place the front part of it on it like so. I just stitch down the top part of the packet to the front part of it. So place the crotch areas together like this equally, and then pin it like so. Join it like this, and then with the right side facing each other, yeah, place the crotch area together like so, and then place them like this. Remember, we added allowances to it, so I'm going to be marking 0.75 or 3/4 of an inch like this all the way up. I'm going to be connecting it like so, like this, and to the other side as well, like this, and then take it to the sewing machine to stitch it down. Alright, so this is how it came out. So it's left with the side of the trouser. So I placed my measuring tape on the waistline and then divided my waist measurement by 2. So like we did for the top, place your finger on where you had your division, and then count the remainder on it like this. Then divide the remainder by 2 and then mark it on both sides of your waistline. So per my client request, she didn't wanted the palazzo anymore, so we kind of reduced the sides. I mean, for the bust and the knee, we kind of reduce it a bit. So that's it. So instead of the 1 inch allowance, it became 1.5. So that's what we have over there. So I'm going to connect the lines together like this. I'm sorry, the camera shifted some way, so you can't see how I measured up to that end. So that's it. And as you can see from the hips area, I kept it a little bit because this is for the female, so you can imagine I'm going to repeat the same measurement for the other side as well, and then take it to the same machine to stitch it down. So this is how it came out. This is it. So this is it. I'll do the same for the other side as well, and then stitch it down like so. Okay guys, so this is how it came out after stitching it down, stitching the side. So I'm going to turn it to the right side of the trouser. Alright guys, so this is how it turned out. So I'm going to be joining the top part of it to the trouser to get our jumpsuit before I fold the hem of the trouser. So guys, this is the top part of it. So I'm going to be joining it to the trouser like so. So I'm going to take out the stitches from the back part of the trouser up to somewhere somewhere here to the crotch line, somewhere closer to the crotch line, and then I'm going to start joining or pinning it down with that of the top. I hope I'm making sense here. So with one side of the zipper line, let the zipper line match the line in that of the back part stitch like this, and then pin it down, and then continue to pin it all the way round before you take it to the sewing machine to stitch it down. Just look at what I'm doing. Hey guys, please subscribe if not yet subscribed to the channel, like this video, leave a comment in the comment section if you enjoyed the tutorial, and then share this video to your friends and family as well. Sharing is caring. Okay guys, so this is it after pinning it to the trouser. So take it to the sewing machine and then join it with 1/2 of an inch. So guys, this is how it came out. So I'm going to be attaching my zipper to it. So this is it. Just place your zipper under it like this and then stitch it down and then cross over and stitch upward. So this is how it came out. This is it. We are almost done with it. It's left with the down part of the jumpsuit. So you can also measure to make sure that you are accurate before folding in the down part of the trouser part of the jumpsuit. So that's it. I'm going to measure it up and make sure my measurement is accurate. So that's it. I'm sure about the measurement I left 1.5 inches for the folding in of the trouser or the down parts of the jumpsuit. So that's how I'm going to be folding in as well. So first of all, fold in 1/2 inch like so. Before folding in, I opened up the side seam and then flat iron it before I did the folding in. So first of all, fold in 1/2 inch and then fold in 1 inch and flat iron it. Okay guys, so if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please click on the subscribe button, like this video, share this video, and then leave a heart if you enjoyed this tutorial in the comment section. So like I said, after folding in the 1/2 inch, fold in 1 inch again and then flat iron it. Do same for the other side of it as well. Okay guys, so after you are done folding in, take it to the same machine and then stitch it all round like so. So that's basically it for our jumpsuit. So our jumpsuit is ready. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, like this video and then share this video. Leave a heart in the comment section if you enjoyed this tutorial.